Hey guys, Shannon and Ozzy here. Just wanted to give you a couple of tips on how you can integrate your Pilates practice into your gardening. So first off, with all of this heat that we've been having recently, please make sure to wear your sunscreen and stay hydrated. Those are the only two things you take away from this. That is okay. I really need you to protect your skin and would really like for you to stay hydrated. If at any point you start feeling dizzy, weak, or lightheaded, please go inside. That's your body's way of telling you that you need to cool off. So a lot of times when we go out to weed our flower beds, a lot of us will just walk right out and bend over and pull a weed. When we do that, that puts a lot of strain on our hamstrings and our lower back, especially if we start twisting a lot while we're pulling. So one thing that I really like to try to remember to do is to grab a folded towel or one of those little gardening knee pads and put that on the ground, and then I can rest my knees down on that. And then I can go down into my quadruped position, careful not to hyperextend my elbows forward, and then I can safely pull weeds like this. Now you'll notice that I'm not acting like I'm going to start up a lawnmower or anything like this, but I'm engaging down in my armpit and down my side to make my back do a lot of the work for me. Okay? So when we turn like this, that puts a lot of torque on our spine, and that's not really something that we want to do. Now, because we are talking about Pilates, we have to make sure that we're balancing everything out. So be sure to switch sides and pull with the other hand for a while too. Now obviously, if we're in this position, we have to get back up because eventually we're going to be tired of gardening. So what I like to suggest is to gently push back onto your heels, and then you can go into this hamstring stretch position, or where you would be if you're finishing your roll down, and then you can take your deep breath in and exhale and roll back up. And that way you get that nice little hamstring stretch, and you're not just kind of flailing as you get back up. Now another thing to remember is while we're out working in our yard or our flower beds or gardens, a lot of times we're hunched over a lot while we're pulling weeds or digging or something like that. So try to remember to keep your collarbones nice and wide and open. That'll take some of that strain off of your upper back from being caved in. But also a really good thing to remember is to periodically get up and just do some extensions back. That way you're kind of working against all of that flexion forward and giving your spine a little bit of an extra stretch. Plus it feels really good. So I hope that this helps and makes it a little bit easier for you to get out in your gardens and flower beds this year. And stay safe in the heat, and we'll see you at the studio. Have a good day, guys. Bye.